A man who was killed by an explosion inside a shed in a West Auckland property has been described as a real motorhead who used the shed to work on cars. Last night's blast at a property in Henderson rocked nearby houses and left big pieces of debris hanging in a nearby tree. Today, the police, along with fire and emergency services, have continued to investigate the cause. Our reporter Katie Scotcher has been at the scene, and Katie filed this report.
Outside the Henderson house today, 2 officers guarded entrances and rows of emergency vehicles lined the street. Orange "Do Not Enter" tape lined the perimeter of the property, and investigators in blue boiler suits could be seen from the entrance of the driveway picking up debris. A man who asked not to be named lives at the Universal Drive property. He has been unable to re-enter the property and only returned this morning to collect personal belongings from the cordon. Some neighbours suspected the shed where the blast occurred was used as a P-lab, but he says it was a tool shed.
Pretty much your basic decked out petrol head 7, you know, any size spanner, ring spanner, drill, screw, anything like it, you'll find it in there. Compressor do like filling up tyres, or you know, just for blowing off dust and things like that. It was like a heaven for all men who love working on cars.
The man killed in the blast is understood to be a father of 2. RNZ understands he didn't live at the house, but worked on cars in the shed. The resident describes him as a real motorhead.
He does work for one of the residents that live here. He's quite good with his welding skills. He's did some patching up work on one of the residents' cars, and he's just since then been, you know, on and off the scene every now and then, like a month or so or something, just helping out where he can, or being hired to fix things up.
Neighbour Sita Shanks was folding socks when she heard the explosion.
Like a massive firework. You know, when you go to the displays, it would probably be like that times 10 maybe. It was a huge noise, yeah. I'd never heard such a loud bang, actually.
Miss Shanks says she smelt burnt wire and chemicals wafting from the site. Fetasia Timi lives opposite the property and says once they heard a loud bang, neighbours swarmed onto the street.
There was everybody standing and all the cars stopped and watching what's going on.
The police say a scene examination is still underway and it is too early to determine the cause of the explosion. Immediate neighbours who were told to leave their homes last night were able to return to their properties this morning. I tamaki makoto mō te hōtaka o te ahi nei, ko Katie Scotcher aho.